Look at Rooster. This is our main strumming pattern for the verse. What's going on here? We have this F sharp. We're tuned down a half step, by the way. So F sharp bar chord. So E shape means the root's going to be on the E string. So find where an F sharp is on the E string. That's going to be open 1, 2nd fret. We're going to play an E major chord shape. This thing that's written out on that sheet I gave you. But we're going to use an index finger as our kind of capo. So we're moving this piece of the guitar, that nut, up, therefore raising the pitch up 2 half steps. And then we're just going to play that same chord shape using these fingers. So here's your F sharp, and then we're going to play this F sharp 7 add 11. A lot of fancy terminology going on there. All it means is we're lifting up this bar chord so that we get these open 2 strings ringing. And then we're going to do the same rhythm up here with this A. This is another E-shaped bar chord, but this time starting on the 5th fret, because the 5th fret of the E string is an A. And then if we lift this up to get our A add 9. So that's the main rhythm for this. On your sheet you have more specifics. And what I want you to be doing with this is keeping your hand moving in the pulse. We don't have to be doing giant strums, but kind of 1E and a 2E and a 3E and a 4E and a. So anytime you have a 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and any of those beats, we're going to be moving our hand down. Any of the E's and U's are up. So 1E and a, 2E and a, 1E and a, 2E and a. So make sure you get that. And the trick for this is, once you kind of get comfortable with this, this is always going, and it just helps you be a lot more on top of your timing. It takes a little bit to get used to. But if you can kind of get in the habit of always moving like this, your life as a rhythm guitarist will be much, much easier for you. Then we have this one fill on page 2. So 4th fret, pull off to the 3rd, 2nd with your index, open, then 2nd fret with your index again, ring finger, 4th fret. Chorus, we're gonna have some new chords. We got a B, which is gonna be an E-shaped bar chord again. Find where B is on the E string. That's gonna be the 7th fret. We got 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and then we're gonna go to this D over A. This basically means we're gonna play a D-shaped bar chord, but we're gonna put an A, or sorry, not a D shape. We're gonna play an E-shaped bar chord of a D, which would be on the 10th fret, but we're not gonna play that E string because we want it to be, we want an A in the bass, excuse me. So we're basically playing a D-shaped bar chord, but we want an A in the bass. So we're not gonna play the D or the A because we just wanna have open A string, then 12, 11, 10, 10, and no E string strum, but we do want the A string strummed. 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and then 2 16th notes at the end of that. Then we get these 2 hammer-on things from our F sharp 7 again, over E, which is just going to be playing this first thing with an open index finger. So we have low E, and then we'll throw down that index finger. So we'll do the single into the double into 2 16th notes at the end. So beat 1, and this is where I want you to write out that rhythm for this F sharp to B over F sharp, B, D over A. So the chord that we didn't talk about is that B over F sharp. And for this, it's going to be an A-shaped bar chord. So that's coming out of this shape. A shape means root on the A string. So in order to make that a B, you got to find the root of the A, or where that is on the A string. So A sharp, B, 2nd fret. That would be a B major, but this time we want to put an F sharp underneath all this. So you're also going to bar that 2nd fret of the E string. So you got 2, 2, and then barring with your ring finger, 4, 4, 4. And And it looks like this finger's doing something. My middle finger, it's not. It's just kind of hanging out because it's comfortable in this shape for me.